better from the other side. Hey guys, we are at the airport right now and we are on our way to Antalya where I'm going to get my teeth done. So what you see currently is my secret veneer, which I might do a video on later because it literally saved my life for a whole year and it gave me so much confidence, but it's not like a permanent solution obviously, so you will probably get to see my teeth at some point. I've taken off my veneers so you can see like my actual teeth. So yeah, like I have like multiple gaps that I'm gonna get fixed this week hopefully. So yeah, see you guys. So when we get there, when we get our baggage and then we get out, there should be a man waiting for us. I mean,
you know, any man, just any man.
Oh, it'll have a sign with my name on it, you know. Which is really
wow!
cool.
And how are you feeling about that?
Really good, but I don't know about you because your name is not on it. So like, how are you getting to the hotel?
I think I'm gonna walk. You know, I feel like walking. Yeah,
also
good,
yeah. Good for the body,
yeah.
Oh, God, he's gone. Just a quick funny story.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had to go to the toilet and I forgot that it was, you know, well, Turkish toilet. So, luckily there was like one Turkish one and one regular one. I'm not sure how you call it, but I got to pee normally. But
so when is the funny story coming?
yeah, that was it. But yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, that was funny.
No, but it's just like sometimes you go to your country where you forget things.
Yeah, like that. No taxi for us in sight.
We just got to Antalya. It is really, really hot. I'm sweating already and I'm a bit disappointed because there was no one waiting for us here, but that's because we got to the wrong terminal. I mean, we had to walk a lot to get our luggage, so I'm assuming that's where our path kind of like diverged. So I called Dental Center in Turkey and they were really nice as always, and she sent, like the lady at the reception, she sent the driver to us, so we just have to wait now. He's going to wait to us, he's going to walk to us. Yeah. I almost forgot to say something regarding the hotel situation. When you start to get in touch with a dentist in Turkey and they explain everything to you, they suggest a couple of hotels. I think it was 2 of them, maybe 3. And they are really amazing hotels, really good prices as well. And if you go with a dental center in Turkey, you get 10% off. However, when I wanted to book, so it's like mid-June, it was really expensive for those hotels, so I felt like I could find something cheaper myself. So that's what I did. So we are at the Lara Diamond Hotel. It's nothing fancy, but I felt that it was worth it money-wise, and I would rather like, go all in with the teeth, maybe save on the trip, you know. I booked myself, but you can use either to book through them or do as I did. bus. But yeah, we are on the way to the clinic now to get my teeth filled down, so I'm really excited about that. I only had a small breakfast because I literally had nothing to eat, so I had like fruits. And I probably won't be able to eat, like, literally, I probably won't be able to eat after they get my teeth filled down, because they'll give me plastics who look just like my teeth, but they said that it's better not to avoid like solid foods, so I only eat like soup or whatever, so it's going to be a light day for me. I went on a diet in Turkey, that's what I did.
You're right.
Yeah.
Excited?
I'll never be able to pull that face ever again. Cheers to that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've moved from reception to the first floor now.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, things happening, making moves.
Yeah. Okay, so how are we feeling? Good.
I can't even talk.
Amazing. Yeah.
Hi guys, sorry if my mouth is moving weirdly. It's still a bit numb from this morning, so obviously I couldn't do a video right away because oh my god, I was in no shape. After the filling down, I was drooling all over. There was blood as well. They gave me a face mask to wear to go outside, you know. It was like all red, you know, down the mouth area because there was so much blood. Not too much blood, but my gums were bleeding a bit. It's not really that glamorous, is it? But I want to tell you everything that I felt, everything that I thought, like it all went down in my head. Get this right. She did 2 injections in my upper jaw, like the gums, and only 1 on the lower one, and I was like, oh, I literally flinched. Like I didn't scream or anything. It wasn't that painful. It's just that you can feel it. You can really feel it. And so she was like, you feel pain? I was like, yeah. She said she was going to put a different kind of injections in my lower jaw. So that's what she did. And then after that, I didn't feel anything. But honestly, I was laying there on the chair. All you can hear this really, really loud noise, like kind of like a saw in a tree kind of noise. It gets unbearable. Obviously, like I went through it, but it's awful. I felt like I was in a horror movie getting tortured or something. And at some point I was like, why am I doing this to myself? But I know why. I know the result that I want. It's just scary really, because you're not in control at all. And they give you orange glasses. Nothing can go into in your eyes because there's lots of saliva like flying around, lots of like maybe like bits of tooth. I'm not sure, honestly. I was closing my eyes because I felt like watching them was even worse. I think at one point I opened them and I saw like, I don't know, a bit of tooth like flying. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna close. Every time I opened my eyes, I saw something I didn't want to see. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna keep them closed. But it is really, really long. I think it's about 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
it was something like that. But honestly, I can't say like, oh, it flies by. Don't worry, you're just in a chat. No, you're not. Like you can literally feel every second. It's so long. At some point, I was like, what is that woman doing? Like, what is she doing?
Taking so long?
Literally, is she building a house in there or something? But yeah, it was really, really long. But it was literally not painful at all. I couldn't feel a single thing. She kept telling me to open my mouth. Like she was like, open wide, open. And I was like, my mouth is open, like wide open. It was so frustrating because you lose all control of your mouth, obviously. That's the whole point, isn't it? But even sometimes he would tell me like to put my tongue down, and I was like, but I'm not even moving it. Like, what am I doing? I couldn't like control anything. When it was like closer to the end, like I was so numb by then that I couldn't even tell if she was like doing the bottom or the top teeth. I just couldn't tell anymore. Like literally, I was so numb. I couldn't move like anything down from here. When it finished, my skin felt so weird at the touch and everything. At some point, I could feel it really, really, really feel it like on this side and a bit on this side. So she had to re-inject me again. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me, but a woman who just couldn't take the injections. But yeah, and oh my god, yeah, it is messy. It is very, very, very messy. If I had known, I would have like went with a bun, you know. But I actually had my hair down, obviously they put like a towel kind of thing on you, you know, the kind of thing the dentist puts on you, but I was drilling everywhere, like literally everywhere, like just swimming in a pool of my own saliva. Like it was awful. My hair was so wet, like it's like I went to like the pool or something. It was so wet, it was just awful, like having all this kind of on me, like oh my god, oh, like, I couldn't, awful. And before she started the drilling, now that I think of it, I remember, like, after the injections, just the top ones, I was full on crying. Not me choosing to cry, but like just my eyes were just bawling, you know. So like at some point before she started to drill, I had to ask her like, stop, please stop, like let me just dry my eyes. So I have to like get tissues and like dry it because I couldn't see anything anymore. Like it was literally like orange glasses, and it was me like just being like, I couldn't see anything, so I had to dry my eyes, and then it was fine. But like, it's because like the injections, I mean, to me it was a bit painful. It's just that you can really feel it, a bit like you when you get, I don't know, for those of you who've got like nose piercings, you can really just feel the needle. It's just like she sticks it and it stays there, and then she does her thing, but you're like on edge and everything. But yeah, that was it. It was really long, as I said, and then eventually it was finally over. She took like moldings of my newly shaped teeth. It wasn't painful at all, and she had to keep reminding me of keeping my mouth open, because at some point I was biting down on her fingers because I couldn't control my mouth anymore. So, but yeah, she was they're really professional. She, like, the dentist was so lovely, her assistant as well, like no problem with that at all. She explained everything she was doing, but when it was done she said, well, I'm done, now I'm going to take the moldings and everything. But it is true that when they are like in the middle of it, they do speak only Turkish with each other, so you're just like, what's happening, what's going on? And sometimes you'll open your eyes and you'll see faces like, and you're like, ooh, you okay, woman? But yeah, honestly, it's fine. I had my sister there all along, and she wasn't really paying attention to me, but still.
I was actually, I was, you know what, for a full hour I was like looking so hard, and I was, you know, like checking their faces each time, like, you know what, if something goes wrong, it's on here that I'm gonna read it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
but they were like,
this is the woman I'm gonna sue.
Exactly. Like
at some point I was like, what if I die on the chair? Like, how would she know? Like, my eyes are closed, my mouth is open, like, how would she know?
Trust me, she would know.
How would she know if I was dead? Like, how could she tell? And she would just go open and she would say, I'm not moving.
Open.
But that's it. But yeah, like, there were lots of like funny like thoughts going on in my head. And then yeah, it was finally over. She went a bit further to try and like do something with the plastic things, because I have so many gaps up on the upper jaw. She did like multiple little ones, like two here, whatever. Like, I think that they're like so you can eat and you don't feel pain or anything, so they don't feel painful at all, but they do feel really weird. Like, it's plastic and it's not comfortable in your mouth, and then the edges of it are like, there's like bits and stuff, so you can feel it with your tongue and everything, so it's not really smooth and it's not really like comfortable to talk and to do anything really. On the way they stop you to a pharmacy. In our case it was literally right down the road, like 2 minutes away from the dental center Turkey. So we went there. They give you medication for like the pain and everything. So I had like 2 different packs that I have to take every 12 hours, so like 2 times a day, after food, during 5 days, and this one is twice a day after food as well. Honestly, like, I took them as soon as I got home, so before food, but I mean, you know. And so I started to clean myself, and it was really hard to like contain my saliva in my mouth. Like, my mouth was like this. It was so weird. Like, I couldn't control it at all. And so at some point I wanted to wash my mouth, and I put water, and like literally the water came back spilling. Like, I literally couldn't hold like any water or anything, so that was really weird. So what I did was I put water in my mouth like this, and then I went, and then that's when I started to do all the cleaning and everything in my mouth. I was like, and then only releasing it, and like, it was messy. I tell you, it was messy, but boy, I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But it's just like, you never think about that part when you think like, I'm gonna get my teeth done. You think about you like before and you after. You think about during, you know, right in the middle. You don't think about that part at all. I know that in my case, I never once thought of that part of the process. Like, I knew I was like gonna get my teeth filled down, I had watched videos, I like read reviews, and I knew I was gonna have to, and like they explain it, I think they explained it in the emails, the first emails as well. I've been like in contact with them for like a year before I came here, so yeah. But still, you don't think about it, and then when you're there, like you realize like this is it, you know, I'm right in the middle of it. So yeah, so what I did was, honestly, I couldn't take it anymore. I was starving, I couldn't eat, I was drooling everywhere, blood, oh my god. I just went to bed. I was like, you know what, sleep would fix everything, and that's what it did. I slept for like a solid 5 hours maybe.
Yeah.
And when I woke up, I was finally able to, you know, smile, talk, do normal things, even though I talk kind of funny, but still. So yeah, I think I said pretty much everything I wanted to say. Like now I have a 3 days rest, where Thursday, my next appointment is on Monday, so this is gonna be like a pretty chilled weekend. And yeah, so on Monday I get the fitting in, where they put like the teeth that they worked on. I'm just a bit scared because my bite isn't exactly the same on both sides. Like on this side my teeth touch, whilst on this side they don't. And like my natural teeth are like that, but with the temporary ones it's even worse. Like every time I speak, like it goes ding 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 in this side, but this side doesn't touch at all. So I'm gonna try and show you. On this side it touches. And yeah, it's it looks exactly like my former teeth, because they molded it and did it. So it's exactly like the teeth I already had, you know. And then on this side, it doesn't touch at all. That's see, and the her and the.
Use your finger. Just take off. Yeah, we can see kind of.
Yeah. Don't know if you can hear even. Here it's always like ding ding ding, and here it doesn't touch at all. So I'm hoping they'll like come up with something to fix that, because that's not really, it's just weird. Like every time I speak, like I don't know, it's not good. It even gives me a little bit of a lisp. I think I said pretty much everything I wanted to say, and yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. They are doing a bit of work on the top one, but yeah, looking good.
It's amazing.
What a smile, huh?
Remember this look.
I'm gonna close my mouth because the air really sensitive. Oh.
Your cheekbones are amazing.
Oh, thanks. I just got them done.
How much can you move your face right now?
Not much. Like, give me face to make. Like
what?
Angry.
Give us angry. Okay, give us happy. Give us sad.
This is laughing.
Oh my god.
Excited.
Honestly, your face looks so different.
I know, it feels different, trust me.
Yeah. Okay.
Want to see what happens when I drink?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
That was a lot. It did not go as planned.
What were we?
Yeah. What can I say?
Your teeth look. Oh my god. It's insane. They look so good.
Some white too.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh my god. It's crazy.
No. Can't believe it.
Yeah. Finally, after waiting for so long, it happened now. It's done.
Yeah. I'll show you guys again when I'm not now.
Yeah.
When I'm not
Numb anymore.
wait. When I'm not numb.
Thank you for this.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, it's more than sensitive right now. Like the bottom teeth in particular, they hurt a lot. So I took some painkillers, but it still hurts. Like it just hurts.
Yeah, you have to wait for the painkillers to like
kick in.
Yeah.
It hurts. I can really feel it. Like the top ones, nothing. Like the bottom ones, oh god. Whew.
You're gonna like take a nap now?
There's this. Yeah, I think I'd just sleep it off.
Your teeth look amazing.
Thank you.
I can't wait for all the numbness to go off because you do look like kind of Michael Jackson right now. I swear to God, but you look amazing, sissy.
Thank you.
This is the funniest you ever done.
Yeah.
Oh yes, girl, give it to us. Okay. Give us sexy. Oh wow, that was way much more sexy than I expected.
Okay, peace out. So hi again, everyone. This is my first time showing my smile, which I am so very happy about. I had to take a very long nap again because I was so numb, and like this to me has been the most painful process. The fitting, and then like I don't know, just like I wouldn't say it was sensitive, it was really hurting, especially like the bottom teeth, not the top ones, but the bottom teeth. Like I could feel it, at some point when I was like trying to fall asleep, I could literally feel my heartbeat in my teeth. I mean, I know that doesn't make sense, but it's just like the pain was just like, I could literally feel it. Was, oh my god, an awful feeling. And I couldn't really move my mouth, but what I could see was really nice, really good. So we went to the appointment, and the dentist had to get my temporary teeth out. The process wasn't painful at all. It wasn't painful, but it was a bit sudden, if I may say. Some of them weren't coming out straight away, because usually she just takes them out with her hands, but for some of them she really had to push on them. So she used something, and it was really like you know. So it's a bit sudden, and you hear the noise, and you just like, I don't know, you don't feel pain really. You're not numb or anything, but you don't really feel pain. But you just, what's going on? What's she doing in my mouth? But yeah. And then she started putting the new teeth in. Like she showed them to me. She was like, "Those are your teeth." I was like, "Oh my god, those are beautiful." Like all just little white pearls, you know. And she put them in my mouth, but like without glue, without anything, so just so I could see. So it's so weird. It really is the weirdest thing, like, because they're on, but they're obviously like moving and not like, I don't know, it's just so weird. She puts them in, and then she tells you to go take a look. So that was my first time actually like seeing the teeth, and I loved it. Like straight away I loved it. But I found the top teeth to be a little bit too big, so I asked if they could be reduced, and like obviously like they complied, and she was really happy to. And she said that they couldn't reduce it too much because otherwise they wouldn't go over my bottom teeth, which I completely understood. So she called a technician, and he came straight away, and they started doing it in the room, so it was literally like instant. And then like she put them in again, and then I really loved it. Like it was really like, I loved it so much. There were changes she wanted to do to the canine, which she did. So like they took it again, like the bottom, like the top, sorry, the bridge one, the big one, and they took it again, and this time the technician went to his lab with it, and it took a while, but they came back, and eventually it was all good. What else can I say? I was really worried about my bite, because my bite was not equal at all. It was a bit a bit like that, but yeah, like it was just really something that was stressing me out, because I was like, will they get it right? Will they be able to like make it right, you know? And they've actually done such a good job with it, like such a good job. I am absolutely amazed. Basically what they did, from like what I can see, is that the teeth are a bit longer on the outside than they are in the inside. So especially, for example, those teeth, you'll see them long on this side, but on the others, like in the inside, they're like that. So they're a bit like this, if that makes sense. So basically they go over my bottom teeth, but they don't clash in a way. It's the best word I can come up with. They don't really clash, because I used to have that thing where on this side the teeth were like, but on this side they weren't touching, because like my bite was uneven. So now it's really like, I wouldn't say it's even just yet, because I have the last appointment tomorrow where she's gonna like get the last like kind of like fix ups and stuff. But it is really like the best it's ever been. Like honestly, like I've never had like such a good bite, which is pretty amazing. It's so nice. And the teeth, they feel so natural. Like it's the most natural I've ever felt with my teeth. I do have like a bit of a small lisp, but it's really minimal compared to what I used to have with my secret Venus. It's just like oh sorry, I keep thinking in French, so it's just while my mouth gets adjusted to like having to move differently, and like the air and like how it moves in my mouth and everything. But yeah, overall I would say again this was the most painful process to me. But the most painful part to me again is really like the injections, like when she numbs you, like oh my god, that is so painful. That literally, like when I feel the needle, I'm like oh, like again my eyes cried. I say my eyes because I did not cry, the eyes just
different.
Yeah, they have a mind of their own, you know. And yeah, that was the most painful like process to me. And the teeth were like really sensitive when she was putting the new teeth in, you know, my teeth, and she had like the air conditioner on, so like the cold, like the air, like my breathing, everything was just really sensitive. It wasn't too long compared to like the filling down process, and it's just I don't know, it's just a moment where you're like, this is now or never, you know, like what if I don't like them, what if I, and it turns out I absolutely love them. And they're really good. They're really like passionate about what they do. They're like professional, they know what they do, and like no matter what you want, they can do it for you. But they will always tell you, I can do that, but no. They will always tell you like the consequences it will have, or like what would be better for you. But like they always go with what you want, because you're the customers, obviously, you know, it's your mouth and they have to do as you please, but they're always going to be honest with you, and that's something that I really like. So for example, I asked if the canine could be a little bit more sharp, you know, a bit like an actual canine, because it was a bit too round for me. And she says, yeah, no problem, we can definitely do that for you, but if we do that, we'll have to do it to some of the other teeth so that they look sharp as well, because otherwise it would look odd for you to have only round teeth and then those sharp teeth. I was like, okay, so I thought it through, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it like that because I really love it. And yeah, it's really, I haven't been smiling much, have I? So it's really weird. Like I recognize myself, I don't recognize the smile, you know, I don't know it. I've never had it before, so it's just really new. It's really weird, and it's just I need some time adjusting to it. I love it, I absolutely love it, but it's just, I don't think I've fully realized yet. When I paid, they charged me for root canal, and I didn't need that in the end. So they gave some money back to me, which was quite nice, you know, quite a nice surprise. So yeah, I feel like there's not much to say about this process because it's pretty straightforward. You know, you go in, you try your teeth, you like them, you keep them, you don't, you make changes. Just try and be like as honest as you can. Just don't settle, don't try and be polite, or you know, don't feel like, oh, I don't want to ask that because I'm shy. Just, it's your teeth, it's your mouth, it's now or never. Like once it's done, you know, because after that you sign like papers that prove that you agreed, you like the teeth, blah blah blah. So it's the moment where you can ask anything, so just ask it. Like don't, why be shy? You'll be like, oh, I don't know. Even me, I don't really like to bother people that much. I mean, I do, but I mean, I don't really like, in those kind of situations, I'm always like, oh, I don't want to be annoying stuff. I didn't care, like up until the very end when I had the paper in my hand, I was like, can I have one last look? Yeah, thank you very much. And then just looking and be like, because you're gonna be stuck with those teeth for the rest of your life. I mean, a good part of your life, so you may as well like them. But and I really love them. I'm so happy with them. I have the final checkup tomorrow where she will check my bite and adjust it again, and she will also do a couple of little things, you know, just polishing and stuff like that. and they really check your bite to like the slightest, like a little detail. They have got this little thin paper that she puts in like on this side, and she's like bite down, and she tries to see, and she puts it on the other side. So they really try to make it equal, like as much as they can, and I think that's really great. Like they're really interested about what they do, and it's not just like you go in and if you like the teeth, it's done. It's you go in if you like it and they like it as well, you know. It's really important part. Like they're really involved. They're not just trying to make it for you, they're doing it for them as well, you know, like trying to do the best job they can. So I think that's really nice and comforting as well. And yeah, I'm really happy. Honestly, I can't stop smiling. It's all I do now, and I have a feeling it's not gonna stop. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. I'll do a final little recap thing to go over everything, the process, and like maybe go deeper in terms of like prices and everything, and just say anything that I feel like I might have missed before. But yeah, overall I think I've pretty much covered everything, and I'm really happy. And to anyone who is like doubting whether to do it or not, honestly do it, because it's so crazy, because I've watched videos myself, you know. I watch those kind of videos, so I know where you are right now, you know, and the mindset that you're in right now, whether you have the money, you don't have it yet, or you're just trying to look for inspiration, or just thinking, or just out of curiosity. If you're thinking of doing it and you have the means to, please go ahead and do it, because it will honestly change your life and you will not regret it for a second. I understand that it's scary, especially if you're going alone. I personally went with my sister, you know, but you're taken care of like the entire time. Like they come to get you from the airport to your hotel, and then to your hotel to the clinic. If you have to go to get your meds, they'll take you there, and then they'll take you back to your hotel. So you're always in like fancy cars. They have your names everywhere, so that you can't get lost, you can't get like kidnapped or anything. It's pretty like professional. And once you get like to the clinic, they are so thoughtful. They really care about their customer service and everything. They're amazing. Honestly, I couldn't recommend them enough, and I'm so happy, so pleased with the results. So just go ahead, you know, even if you just like you're still unsure, go ahead, drop them an email, you know, and discuss with them like the options, like the possibilities that you have with your teeth. That's what I did back in September, you know, and I sent lots of pictures of my teeth. Obviously I couldn't give them an x-ray because I didn't have one at the time. If you do have one, that's perfect. But even like based on the pictures that I sent, they ask you to send quite a lot of like specific pictures. Even based from that, they still gave me like a quote that was really accurate and really close to what I actually paid. The difference was really like minimal. So yeah, honestly, there is a bit of pain, not too much, but not right now. I mean, like in general, like throughout the whole process, but it's honestly worth it. Like it's worth it. Like it's worth it for the result that you get. Like it's just amazing, and the feeling that you get, it doesn't go away, does it? So, and they're so bright as well. Oh, I said that before, but just say it again. I went with BL2, and it's honestly white enough. Like I wouldn't need them to be whiter than that. They are as white as it gets, you know. So yeah. Good morning. So today's the final checkup. Last appointment, and then we get to go home finally. She's just going to check that my bite is okay. Like just check the last little things, to maybe adjust a few things, and then I'll be on my way. So yeah, really excited for it all to end, to see my final teeth, you know, like final result and everything. So I'm all done with my treatment. I got my little goodies bag.
You got to the bag.
Yes, we were literally just a final checkup. She checked my bite, she fixed it a bit, and it's much better now. Sometimes you don't realize, you think it's already great, and then she does something and you're like, oh my god, that's so much better. Because I had like a bit of a tooth here that was you know, clashing with the upper jaw, and now it's just all gone, it's all perfect. And then they took a few more pictures and I did a little video thingy. I'm not sure if I'll use that, but yeah. And it's finally done, you know, I'm free. Can go home with my new teeth, and it's honestly such an amazing feeling. Like, I can't believe like I'm finally on the other side. Like, I'm not you watching this video, I'm me making the video, so that's really amazing. I'm so happy about it. And yeah, I think I've pretty much said everything. Again, I'll go home and like go over everything and like maybe do a last video to add some things that I thought on the way, or things that I didn't say before. But yeah, I'm honestly so happy. I couldn't be happier. It's such a good treatment for the price that it is. I mean, I could have done it in France. It would have cost me like, honestly, I don't know, 10 millions or something. I did my whole mouth, 24 teeth, you know. I only have like 4 of my real teeth that's still there, so I mean, that's pretty amazing. But yeah. So I'm in the plane back to Istanbul, and then we got another plane to Paris. I'm not with my sister and I, we're not seated together because we don't want to pay for seats. So this is what happens when you don't want to pay for seats. So yeah, this is the end of the trip. Thank you for everyone who's watched the video, and I hope you liked it. Hey guys, so it's been a month since I have been to Turkey-ish, I think, maybe almost 2 months, something like that, okay? And I just wanted to do a follow-up update video to talk to you guys through everything that happens after the process, you know, once you go back home, and all the things that people don't really talk about that much. So I am so pleased with my new teeth. Like, honestly, I couldn't be happier. There's nothing wrong with them at all. They feel very natural in my mouth now. I just feel like they're my own teeth, you know. I forget about them once in a while, but they do feel really smooth in my mouth. Like, there's no way that your own teeth would ever be that smooth. That's the only like way that I remember that they're not my actual teeth, but they do feel very natural. I don't have any more pain, like any pain at all. I think I had pain for like maybe 1 to 2 weeks maybe, and like for 1 solid week it was pain, like proper pain that I'd get if I wasn't taking like the painkillers. And after that it was more like sensitivity, you know, whenever I'd eat, I'd be drinking something really cold, or like something really warm, you know, like milk or anything, I'd get like, I don't know, reaction especially in the gum part. So yeah, but like now it's completely gone. I've got nothing bad to say. I do wear my gum shield every night. Sometimes when I take a nap during the day I forget about it, but I don't really grind my teeth, so I mean that's not really a problem for me. But I'm still gonna wear it, you know, because it's not just for that. It's like so that your veneers don't move, and I don't want mine to move ever. Although I doubt it would, because it's like a you know, full bridge, like most of the top teeth, as I've mentioned before. But anyway, one thing that I was not aware of and that I had to find out by myself, I mean, they do give you like a paper, you know, like with explanation about how to care for your veneers afterwards. But no one in any of the videos that I watched, no one ever mentioned that, no one ever talked about that, no one said anything. So basically, you can and you should brush your teeth, okay, your new teeth, just like in the way you always did before. But that won't be getting all of like the food leftovers that you have in your mouth. That won't get all of them. So what you need to do is floss your teeth, so either with like a regular dental floss or with a water floss. So personally, I mean, I'm not ashamed to say that I had never like flossed my teeth in my entire life. Like, I just brushed them like normally, and then that was it, you know. I didn't feel the need to like floss, and like I didn't really get things in between my teeth anyway, so it was all fine. But with the veneers, because they're all so close to each other, you know, and there's like, I wouldn't say gaps, but there's just little spaces where like salad, you know, lettuce and that stuff like that would get stuck in. So I had to buy both of them. I should probably go get it. Okay, I'm gonna go get it, and right, so those are your 2 options. Okay, so you have the regular dental floss, and then you have the water floss. I mean, they're not all like that, you know, they come in different shapes and sizes. I think but they're pretty much all big, you know, it's always going to be big. It's like pretty similar to what the dentists have, when they put in your mouth to wash your mouth, like and it is a bit, when you first see it, you're like, oh wow, how am I going to use that, you know, what's it for and stuff. And mine personally has 3 modes, so there's normal, soft, and pulse, which is like that's probably what I use the most. And basically you just you open this bit here, you pour water in, close it, and then you just press the on off button and you put it in your mouth like that, so you just go like that. There's no water in it right now, so it's just making noise, but there's no actual water in it. When I first started to use it, I'm not gonna lie, I bled a lot, especially my gum from like the bottom jaw. I bled a lot, and I was a bit worried. I mean, personally, I was used to bleeding because like whenever I brushed my teeth, there would always be a bit of blood. Like I wasn't too worried because I was used to bleeding, you know, regarding to my teeth, but eventually it kept bleeding like every day. I'd just be like, oh, okay. So I googled it, you know, out of curiosity, and it turns out it's completely normal. It's normal for you to bleed in the first, I think it was 7 days, first 7 days. And after that, if you keep bleeding, then you should like see someone about it. But for the first days, it's normal to bleed because apparently if it doesn't bleed, your gum will be swelling. They will be like swelling and like gathering too much blood. So it's good for it to come out in a way. So that's why it's good to bleed. And once your teeth get used to like you using the dental floss, it'll stop bleeding. I don't bleed anymore at all. And sometimes I'll brush my teeth, then I'm like, oh, I don't need to do it, do I? Oh, okay, I'll do it. And then I do it, and then I realize that there was still stuff in my mouth that I personally couldn't see with my eyes. You know, look in the mirror, I couldn't see, but some of it was still there, you know, at the back of like the back teeth, or like just there's things you can't see. So like use it, and you'll be better for it. It's pretty much it. Oh, the dental food, the normal one. I mean, I'm sure most of you have used it already. What can I say about it? I've never used it personally, so it's always really, oh wow, because I go a bit, I don't know, it's a bit brutal, isn't it, when you go and like, and you hear noises and stuff, and it's weird, but I'm used to it. And this one is really nice as well, because it's got that, mint kind of like taste. So like, it's, whenever you use it during the day, it's like you've just brushed your teeth, so that's really nice. And it's really efficient. What else was I gonna say? Well, it does look good, doesn't it? Like the bite is good, the teeth. Oh my god! And I didn't realize that all people talk about. Whenever I meet someone, they're like, "Oh wow, your teeth are so white." I'm like, "Oh yeah, thank you." But it's just, I did it for me, and I didn't do it for like other people to see. But now it's all people see. It's all people talk about. Oh my god, you're smart. Oh my god, your teeth. And I'm so happy. But like, I didn't think it'd be that noticeable. But of course, it's gonna be. And I didn't even go with the whitest color. So I mean, can't imagine if I had. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. To anyone who is still unsure on whether or not they want to do it, I'd say go for it, honestly. If you have the money saved up, just go for it, because you'll be so much more happier. And in my case, like there hasn't been like one single thing that's made me go, oh, I wish I hadn't done it, you know. In my personal case, I will still, I mean, all of us in like 10 to 15 years will have to go back there or like do something about your teeth, you know, just something new. But once time is up, I'm not sure when it will be, but when I feel like I need to go and get them redone or something, I think that's when I will be getting the implants, because that I still need them because of my 3 missing teeth. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I hope I covered everything and that I'm not missing anything. But anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And yes, thank you so much for watching this very, very long video. I wish I could have done it in a shorter way, but it's the way it is, isn't it? And at least that way, I feel like I've covered everything, and I've given you all the details that I thought of and everything that I feel is important.
And yeah, let me know if you liked it. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of me. Hopefully you do. And yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye.